Hello everyone, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Blade Runner. Now I should do a warning again that this particular section of the game is not necessarily safe for work, for reasons that I think should be rather obvious. We're in the red light district of New Los Angeles, and you can see we have two ladies arriving in, if not enjoyment, then certainly a generally pleasing manner. Over here on the left, got the Naked Lady Neon sign, and a bunch of generally sleazy adult entertainment venues. And we're going to explore all of them. Well, two of them. We'll go ahead and start off with Taffy Lewis's, and if you're familiar with the Blade Runner movie, this is the place that employed a certain snake dancer that Harrison Ford's character Deckard determines is a replicant and guns down in the middle of the street. And at the timeline of the movie, we're actually coming to this place just after that happened. Old familiar face. Kind of think when we ran into him last time, he said something about getting a last-minute gig here.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from Howie Leaves. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard of me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience.
Okay, we can ask him about Zubin, the chef, his job, Lucy, or the cheese. Let's go with the cheese.
You like cheese, Gordo?
Ain't that bad, man. My jokes are fresh, real hip.
No, I mean real cheese. Dairy products, you know, from Kingston Kitchen.
So you're wasting shoplifters instead of replicants these days?
Then an admission of guilt.
For crying out loud. Can't a guy make a living in this fakakta place without being hassled?
You know a girl named Lucy, Gordo? You steal that cheese for her, maybe?
My man, it's showtime.
Your friends are replicants, Gordo. What else would I find if I turned over the rock?
Gotta go, Daddy-O!
I wonder. Nope. Won't let me shoot him just yet.
Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight? What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house. You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. The doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is you only got 24 hours to live. The patient says, what could be worse than that? The doctor says, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. He can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
That just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often.
And nobody says anything about me having my gun drawn the whole time.
Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot, that's cool.
No, it isn't, because while there is a possibility that Gordo could be a
Come on,
replicant...
McCoy. Why don't you make me famous?
Get off it. You're no replicant.
How do you know? I could be a martyr for the cause, baby.
Every rep I've ever seen wants to live, not die, pal.
What are you, an expert?
I've been around.
Oh, okay, we have the option of arresting him or letting him go. I think he just wants the attention. You know, he's either a rep sympathizer who's trying to make me look foolish or get himself killed to get me, you know, arrested for killing a civilian. Make the whole department look bad. So I'm going to let him go.
I should haul you downtown, but that'd probably just make you happy.
You're not even going to arrest me?
Instead, I'm going to let you go. But here's what you're going to do. You're going to go tell your pal Clovis that I'm looking for him.
I can't guarantee that he's going to listen to me. He's got a mind of his own, which is the mark of a true star. The kind that lights up the sky once in a generation.
If Crystal Steel tracks him down, he's going to have to light up the sky from 6 feet under.
Very funny.
Yeah, of course, I'm going to get him before Crystal does. So let's go ahead and check early cues over here, the other business we can check out.
I remember Early Q used to call himself a humanitarian because he'd recruit orphans for his sex club, then donate a percentage of their salary to his favorite animal propagation lab. Yeah, he was a real piece of work.
A little shout-out joke for all the Dallas natives. I'm suddenly having church flashbacks. Now, you'll note that we have a lot of people going through this sliding passageway here. But if I try and go there...
This here's reserved for VIPs. But that's my name, Vip. You're a real cute boyo.
Yeah, Bouncer is not going to let me through.
Hey, Hanoi, where's Early?
Off-world fat farm.
You can do better than that.
No, it's true. Mr. Q sent me a vid just yesterday. Getting a hell of a tan he is.
There's the office. I wonder if I can sneak in there.
Sod off. You've got no appointment and you've got no warrant.
No, but I do have a pretty good distraction.
Not the talkative type.
No, but as I pay her attention, I'll at least turn his back to the VIP area. Actually, let's try the office first.
Sod off, McCoy. I've got no time for you.
Okay, that won't work, but maybe I'm far enough away. I can go sneak into the VIP room. Rendered 1990s video game erotica.
What's your name?
Sadly, it does not give me the option to start dancing and stripping down. Why is that sad? Well, I want to give the ladies and gay men something to enjoy here too. But instead we're going to talk to this bloke.
Early, how's it hanging? Big, slick, and hard as a brick. How's yours, General? Your man gave me a hard time out there.
I like Hanoi, but I can't deny his sphincter's a little tight.
What's on tap tonight?
Classy shows all evening, General. You're going to be able to cut diamonds down there or your money back.
Quick little note about the acting. Early Q here is played by Stephen Root, who you probably might remember best as Bill on King of the Hill, but he's been in a wide number of comedies, including Office Space. He played the boss on News Radio as well, and
Ladies and gentlemen, yours truly, the ever brilliant Early Q presents the wondrous, mysterious Hecuba, singing and performing the sacred Thanatos dance of the ancient swamp.
Swamp dance. Well, that sounds interesting. Oh my. You know, I never really found dragonflies particularly erotic, but that's kind of doing something for me. Okay, you can click on her, but it's a bad idea because somehow you're able to try and grab her even though she's 20 feet up. And we'll note that Hanoi the Bouncer is watching the show now, so we can actually sneak back this way and go sneak into the office if we are so inclined. And I am.
I lucked out. The receipt for the dragonfly collection was right on top of the pile. There were 3 pieces, a belt, earrings, and an anklet. Early had bought them last month at an auction for more money than I'd see if I retired a dozen reps. Early had the entire place wired. He even had cameras in the dressing rooms, and I bet the farm he was using them for more than security. Early had the entire place wired. He even had cameras in the dressing rooms, and I bet the farm he was using them for more than security. Nothing else there.
I think we've... So it turns out that Early was the sleazeball who bought the dragonfly jewelry. If we couldn't guess that from the dragonfly-themed stripper. I wonder if she's still performing. Nope, she's off the stage now. But we may be able to sneak back there and witness a tribute to what may well be the silliest performance that Harrison Ford has ever given.
That's strange. I didn't hear a knock.
I just wanted to say, wow, you were awe-inspiring.
Well, thank you very much, Mr.
McCoy. Ray McCoy.
Is there something I can do for you, Mr. McCoy?
Oh, a straight line like that. Let's see, we can ask her about the belt or early Q. Let's go with the belt.
That's such an unusual belt. Is it antique?
They say it's from the last century. Those little creatures have always been my favorites.
Dragonflies?
Yes. And the whole class that contains them.
Tell you the truth, I'm from the LPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions if I could.
Is this about early Q? Because I could tell you.
Did any other pieces come with the belt?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
We can also ask her about Crystal, the black sedan, or do avoid Compton. Let's go black sedan.
You buy a vehicle lately? A black sedan?
I wasn't aware that was a crime.
Buying the car isn't. Using the car in an animal murder, well.
Animal murder? That's horrible. I haven't seen the car for 2 days. It was stolen the day after I bought it.
Is that right? Any reason you didn't tell me that right off?
You didn't ask.
Animal murder's pretty horrible.
Yes. Any murder is horrible. And unfortunate.
Some are worse than others.
But death's the same for all.
No argument there.
Awfully muted responses from this lady, Dectora. Let's do void comp.
There's a little test I'd like you to take.
Do you think I'm a replicant? Is that what this is about? If it's early Q, I'll help you any way you want.
Not exactly.
This is insane. I have a family, a daughter, for heaven's sake. Look, I'm willing to testify against early Q. A replicant wouldn't do that, would it?
A replicant doesn't necessarily care about what happens to another replicant.
Then you must be a replicant.
I'm sure I'm not.
How do you know you're not a replicant? Did you ever take that test yourself?
Sure I did. Long time ago.
Don't replicants go around with false memories? Maybe somewhere along the line you killed a human, took his place, and your superiors don't even know about it.
Interesting idea. But I'm still going to give you the test.
That is an interesting idea, and it would explain a lot, but let's run the test.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
I don't see why you need to know that.
Yeah, start off easy.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I might give him some, if I had any to spare.
Okay.
Using the first words that come into your mind, describe your childhood.
It was unhappy. Short.
Yeah, she is definitely testing rep.
You pour yourself a drink. Every time you finish one, you have another until you vomit. You wake up hungover and depressed.
Speaking from personal experience, Mr. McCoy?
Answer the question.
All right. There's nothing to do but wait for the hangover to pass.
Technically true.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
Probably this test.
No, seriously.
Yes, seriously. Are we finished?
Almost.
Yes, have some.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand, when all of a sudden you look down and see a tortoise. It's crawling towards you. You reach down and flip the tortoise on its back. The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over.
Is this going anywhere?
But it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping. Why is that?
You mean you don't know? You create these situations and expect a response.
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
I'd leave, and I'd report the restaurant to the authorities.
You're 7 years old. You managed to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
I don't like marshmallows.
Pretend you do.
All right. My father wouldn't spank me, and I won't pretend that he did.
Your child comes home with a black eye.
I'd ask him who did it, and I'd call the boy's mother.
Oh, you presume it's a boy who hit your child.
Like my briefcase?
Hmm?
Department issue. Baby hide. 100% genuine human baby hide.
That's horrible.
Yeah, eyes a little slow to dilate there.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire. Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
That's not true. I'd burn the book.
Test terminated.
I get it. You're some kind of sexual deviant. I'm finished with you. Get me the police?
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, this is an emergency. Early cues backstage. A customer is harassing me. Thank you.
Put that away. I'm a cop.
Now we wait. If your hand moves, I'll shoot.
Okay.
Please don't talk. The sound of your voice grates on my nerves.
We waited there for a few minutes. Her gun and her eyes never wavered. Any other mark, I'd have been a dead man. But if she was a replicant, she must not have known it if she was willing to call the police.
This a troublemaker? Put your hands on top of your head.
That's right. Ray McCoy, Rep Detect, BR 61661.
Never heard of you.
I report to Lieutenant Gouza. Call him.
I work for you? Let's go.
Where's your squad car?
Shut your mouth.
Which precinct are we going to?
I'll tell you which one.
This was no precinct house I'd ever been in, and I thought I'd been in them all. The grunt to my right had the beefy harness bull look down pat, and his twitchy partner in the suit looked like he was just itching to chainsaw a couple of kneecaps. Other than that, everything was hunky-dory.
Impersonating a police officer, huh? I guess the new Nexus models are a little more creative than the old ones. I'm a Blade Runner. You don't believe me? Call Lieutenant Gouza. There ain't no Gouza in the LPD. Unless I've been walking around in a dream, there is. That's what always bugs me. Yeah, the fact that these skin jobs always gotta live someone else's life.
No shit.
Just make the call, damn it. Ooh! You're just a piece of shit rep with memory implants of this Gouza guy, you understand? That's impossible. Rep ain't sounding so creative now. You want to avoid comp me? Be my guest. Oh, very good. Very good. Very convincing. Where you been hiding? The Kipple? Gregorian bring you in? Who else is working that side of the pool these days?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, what about that bastard selling all that stuff downtown?
Hey, shut your trap. I'll tell you something, McCoy. I don't even care how you go out. But I know you can feel pain. And on that account, I'm your man's. You tell me about everyone you met through cars, and I'll guarantee you will go real easy.
Your breath smells like you wiped your ass with your teeth.
You're gonna wish you was neck-deep in an off-road reactor vessel by the time I get through with you. Fire up the chair, Holly. You know what I'm gonna come back as in my next life? A priest. There's something holy about how good I am at this.
Freeze! Don't even go for it!
Wow.
You got any idea how glad I am to see you?
No time for chit-chat, Slim. You want to save your ass, we gotta blow this joint right now.
Well, quick little save just to make sure.
What the hell took you so long?
Good thing you made your entrance when you did.
Good thing one of my snitches saw them escort you out of the club. Otherwise, you'd be 3/4 in the bag right now.
They must have been phony cops, hired by the reps for protection.
Cops, yes. Phony, no. I remembered Baker. He used to be an SID expert on coercive technique until he was fired from the force a couple of years ago.
A mercenary?
Bingo.
You won't have to worry about getting paid no more.
That stripper you interviewed, she's one of them. Figure it out. She must have made the call to Baker and that other bozo. Let's attend to some business.
I'm there.
Nice crowd.
Regular folk steal, just like you and me.
Speak for yourself. You see it anywhere?
Not yet. You sure she's in here?
I'm gonna look backstage. Check the balcony and cover the exit. I don't want this one giving us the blow-off.
Okay, to the balcony. Draw a gun just to be prepared. Huh, trying to use the projector to blind me. Nice trick. But I've got gamma correction.
Jesus.
Ain't no kill like overkill.
Been pretty busy, haven't you, Slim?
I think we can safely say that one's in biomechanical purgatory.
You had to clear out everything else up here, too.
Hope Early's got insurance.
Putz employs replicants, he ought to expect the worst. Oh, sorry I missed all the laughs.
Next time. It's around here somewhere.
Where'd you park it?
I'm telling you, it was right here. Damn thing must have been stolen.
Maybe you're living in an alternate reality, Slim.
Attention all units. All points bulletin has been issued for Ray McCoy, formerly BR61661. Confirmed one civilian kill. Ezo, considered armed and dangerous.
What the hell is that?
Maybe they just want to bring you in for questioning.
I didn't kill Ezo.
Yeah, you did.
They think you're not what you think you are.
Are you saying I'm a rep? Come off it.
The look on your face after that last one? The minute you start to feel something for skin jobs, you're in big trouble.
Maybe I just got too much empathy.
In all the wrong places.
You want to put me on the machine?
Hey, I don't want anything, Slim. You're the one they want.
Detective Steele, BR61354, report to headquarters immediately. Code blue.
What are you going to do? Take me in?
No matter what they say, you're not on my list yet, Slim. You know what that means. And there's no use juicing you if I can't make some honest chinion off it, you know?
I never appreciated your baser instincts so much.
Gouza must have messed up somehow. I'll check it out, see what's going on, and then... we'll be meeting again, Slim. You can bank on it.
You got a deal.
And get cracking before I change my mind.
And thus ends Act 3, but we've got a little bit of a video first. That would be the twins. No kidding, right?
Your old fogey stuff makes me want to spew. Excuse me, but I was listening to music. Geek, hoodlum, dork, freak.
There is someone at the door.
Spig.
I have a return package for Mr. Luther Lance.
A return? From where?
Emil Munster.
Maybe one of the chimps blew a gasket and tried to bugger him. They're not available. Come back later. Told you those strains were unstable. Runsiter must have discovered the fakes. Relax. Runsiter's a simp. Not even old man Tyrell could have spotted those beauties.
20th century like a real drogma.
Who the piss do you think you are? Blasting in here like a couple of goddamn cowboys.
Gentlemen, take a moment to evaluate your situation.
Look, there's very little to steal here. If you can haul out one of the statues, be our guest.
We look like thieves to you, Ma?
No. You look like a couple of goddamn...
Take a good, long look.
Aha! Just the people we were hoping to see, right, Lance? Huh? Nexus 6. And you came to us.
Return to you, my brothers, to ask your help.
Unfortunately, we don't work for the Terrell Corporation anymore.
You've been continuing your research, I trust.
Yeah, of course. Something drives us on.
The common bond. Can you have greater miracles than these? Brothers, my brothers, take a good, long look.
Oh, my God.
Well now, shall we begin?
You wake up one day and find it's all been a dream. Or you wake up and discover you've been asleep all the time and the nightmare is real. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who I was. A cop dangling on the short end of the stick, or a rep whose memory banks had run out. One thing I was sure of was that I didn't kill Ezo. That I know I experienced. And this misinformation, maybe it was the key to everything that was happening. Maybe there was a lot more than what met my eye. All I had to do was stay alive long enough to find out.
And we will go ahead and stop there, and next time we will pick up on the start of Act 4. We'll see you then.